episode of
The Gabfest. Our own sound effects.
Welcome to the Gabfest. It's Friday. It's
Friday.
Early. It's Friday. It's early. How's your morning? I had such an eventful morning. We will not go into my morning, but the morning was so eventful.
If you weren't awake, now you are awake after your morning.
If you weren't awake, you are awake. And the thing is, it's something that it can anger you for the rest of your day. But it's
If you allow it.
Yeah, if you allow it. But we thank Gabfest for the laughs, because otherwise everybody would just be I would be shouting at everybody. So we thank Gabfest. How's your morning been?
It was actually a good morning. Well, it is still a good morning. So last night after rehearsals, the Holy Spirit honestly says to me, "Ein girl. Ein, ek sê vir jou, jy luister amper nooit nie, so ein." I'm like, you know what, for the first time, really, I'm going to listen. So I'm like, eining. I'm like, okay, now I'm eining and it's late. Ek is moeg, man. Okay, ek los die dinge. This morning, again, guys, no lights.
You know, I'm laughing at you because something told me last night, bath, get everything done, what. Wake up this morning, there's no water.
You see? Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, Holy Spirit, thank you so much this morning. I'm like, yeah, you got me.
How's your morning, Max?
It was real mom life. I get very upset if I have to go do the school run alone. Like, I don't like it. I don't like driving. I don't like driving alone and all of that.
Yeah.
So that was my morning this morning, because Xavier left 5 o'clock this morning and he's so super excited for his trip. But yeah, we're here, guys. We're here.
Time to choose a question. But before we go to the question, if you are watching, we are doing Team Selena versus Team Hailey. And if you do not know what that is about, you must have seen a reel, you must have seen a TikTok, you must have seen someone's opinion and maybe not know what it's about. But today you are going to find out what it is about. And then the subheading is, are you a geitjie? And in the week, I found Anka. I think it was on Tuesday, and I'm like, Anka, how do you spell geitjie? I can't find it on the internet.
The right person to ask.
Like, yeah, but she's like, yo, I'm not too sure, but try. And in my head, I'm like, just get me
between
close.
a Y or a E-I.
So I said, get me close enough so that it can say, did you mean? And I was so shocked that the geitjie is actually a word. It's a lizard, a name of a specific lizard. So whoever came up with the term geitjie, it's so on point. So on point.
It's like a gecko. It's actually a gecko.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the get to know me. Nikki says, morning Gabfest ladies.
Hello,
Team Selena all the way. Ooh, yeah. We already.
Yeah, people are very
we're gonna get into this. Let's see.
People are really on this Team Selena, Team Hailey.
We're
like
gonna
it's like
go.
a juicy
It's
topic.
like a juicy topic. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go
ladies.
for it. And I say I'm gonna tramp on lots of toes today, but we are going for it all the way. So get to know me tag something. Choose a number 1 to 100. What number?
Let's go with
do you have?
99.
Number 99.
It was all low last week, so it's all in the high numbers.
All in the high numbers. Yo, it's so low. It's so high that I'm taking forever to get there. Okay, number 99. What's your
Oh, I'm regretting it.
trust Anka to get this question?
I'm regretting it already.
What's your favorite intimate activity to do on a date night?
I said I was going to call dubs on going last. Why am I first?
You were going to choose it anyway.
Okay, let me think about it. So it sounds juicy / conservative at the same time.
Anka chose the worst one because that's a guys.
Okay, guys.
You want to go for it?
No, actually, let me think about it.
Okay.
Who wants to help me out on this one? So I can
That's
figure
Sammy,
out-
What number? You know, I'm literally going to do that now from next week. Lee, don't you have hot sauce for us?
Yeah.
You don't want to answer?
Dat gaat me hard, man.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm of age now. You can't give me hot.
Producer, please can we have a cup of cockroaches next week? A
Ja,
cup
ek ken.
of
Waar
what's
gaan
that,
cockroaches
mpani
kry?
worms or something.
Ja, nee, waar gaan jy met Bunny Worms? Great.
No, you must make a special Gabfest
A
drink.
special Gabfest
Like a
drink.
concoction.
Yeah, and she doesn't know. Nobody knows what's inside.
Nobody
Yeah.
should know, so yeah.
So
we'll
that's up
have
to
it
you,
out,
Lee.
but-
Will you take the responsibility to make us a Gabfest
Oh, I
drink?
don't trust Lee.
Yes, I will.
Okay,
You must just get me the ingredients.
Okay. If you don't know, we
I'll
have
get the
producer Lee
ingredients.
on show as well. If you've been following Gabfest, we did this a few times last year, and we decided to make it a constant. Instead of Lee running in every time we want her 10 cents, she'll be right there from the pad. What do you call it? The
Paddock.
paddock. Who is live?
Yeah, okay,
not
number
I.
10.
What's your number?
10.
10. Number 10. Let's go. From all the way on top to all the way at the bottom. What's the craziest thing you've done while you were drunk? Before your holy days.
You weren't
No,
joking
I was
when you
still
said...
holy.
Were you still holy?
Oh, you were born holy. You were one of those. Jy het holy uitgekom, hè?
I danced like a crazy person and I vomited the whole night. Sis, man.
Craziest
And that
thing-
was the day when
more
I
an
said,
embarrassment
Yeah.
ever.
it was very embarrassing, but that's the day when I decided, this is not my
Tot hier
life.
toe nie verder nie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only
I don't know how to
thing,
choose, but I'll choose 2 because I have 2 kids.
Okay.
Just, you know.
I mean, we're justifying the numbers now. I don't know where the 99 came from, but I still have to answer that.
What was the last lie you told?
Yeah, tell us, we need to know.
Okay, honestly, now. The last
honest
lie I
lie.
told.
Honestly.
I lied to my husband from when I got money because I wanted to pay all my things.
Now he knows.
I had so many things
My
from
question-
the previous month that carried over to this month that when I got money,
Yeah.
I didn't tell him because I wanted to squash my debt
does-
before we squash
but does it
family
con-
debt.
Does it constitute a lie? I'm just asking
It
for
does
the
it
It
based
does.
on the fact that we're very open, we have each other's
Yeah, but-
accounts.
But if he's not asking, I'm just not saying. Does
No,
it count as a lie?
it's usually there's money now. What are we gonna pay first? Kind of a vibe.
It's a white lie.
Okay, because if,
But
if
that
he
is the
doesn't
last
ask,
lie
if he
I
doesn't
told.
ask and I don't say anything, then it was not a lie. It's just omissionless. I'm just asking for a friend.
Okay.
So I lied about having money, and it's not. I had that one thing. That's why it's so because it's one thing I don't like to lie about.
Okay.
About
But
money.
you like to lie about other
money.
things.
No, it's just like it's a thing
You
in
do.
terms of the marriage. It's like, you know, if
the
you
one thing
there's
that you
one-
don't like to lie
in
about.
terms of marriage, in the marriage itself, it's
Yeah.
one thing I don't like to keep away when I have money.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like out of little, I don't want to go, but you secretly actually want to go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hashima was pulling your hair.
You know, I'm just please explaining my lie.
You lie. Well, I just had an epiphany, guys. That we actually really boring because we don't do we just have one set date and we'll go have something to eat and go have a movie and then we'll go home. We actually really boring.
So
there's-
Gabfest is
there's a-
giving Anka homework. How is she making her next date spicy?
Yes.
Look, it's different. It's difficult if your husband is not an affectionate. He's not affectionate person. So it's like pulling teeth, and I shrivel up and die. if I
So
don't
now
get
you're gonna go
affection.
buy lingerie and you're gonna try to spice it up. Wearing the lingerie as a top with the jeans.
Ja, vraag my, wat gaan nou aan? Hy's baie werk om uit te trek.
But kicking off, hi, Kimone says, good morning, gorgeous ladies. Morning, gorgeous lady.
Morning.
And we are going to jump into Team Selena versus Team, I almost said versus Team Gomez. That's literally how,
Selena
that's
Gomez.
how I feel. But anyway, we are going to Team Selena, Team Gomez.
I just want to ask, right?
I'm saying it again. Team Hailey.
Have you chosen team? Because it looks like it's going to be a bit of a biased show. I'm just trying to see. Did you pick someone?
Did you pick someone? Okay.
Yeah,
if you didn't,
I
I'm
did.
going to
Okay.
ask you now
Yeah.
who you picked.
Okay.
And then, okay. So we're putting up a picture of Hailey and Selena, just for those that's watching and has never heard of Hailey and has never heard of Selena. This is what they look like. Before we start the conversation, what's happening now on social media, there is, I mean, guys, this is bigger than World War II.
Dramatic match.
This is World War III happening right now on social
the
media.
medias.
Yeah, we have a one team, Hailey.
Team Hailey, JC Hendricks says Team Hailey, and Team Selena, Team Hailey. Everybody feels like they need to choose a side. They're going at it. Well, people on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, WhatsApp. I've seen people's WhatsApp statuses complaining about this story. No matter where there is socials, people is choosing a team, and we want to discuss why they're
Why?
choosing a team and whose team are you on, and then we're going to go into the Geitjie after that. But Team Selena, Team Hailey, they are arguing. Fans are arguing who's the evil one, who's this, who's that. And before we go into, we're going to go into it fully as time goes. So I'm not going to go full on what the fight is about. You're going to hear different things as we give our opinions. And please feel free to join in the comments.
Yeah, Jesse was backing up his team Hailey comment saying Selena is milking the whole situation to benefit herself. We don't know. We'll get into that in a minute. And then also, yeah, Jay Paris, he's just Team
for the new
Justin.
album.
He's saying
Justin.
no, he's underlined saying he's Team Selena. If he says I just want Justin to release new music, he's underlined saying he's Team
Reaching
Selena.
much.
Everybody
it's gonna be a biased
show. He's wants Team Selena. So, who are you choosing, Lorraine? Anka asked you, have you chosen a team? What's your thoughts?
Drum roll.
Shame, man. I was on Team Selena, but I'll go with Jessie.
Are you on Team Hailey?
Yeah.
You Team Hailey. Why?
Okay, are you
Let's
just-
tell us what,
yeah,
tell
tell
us
us.
why. Or are you
Why?
going to jump
Kry
into
sorry
it?
omdat almal op Team Selena is.
You know, Selena has got that sweet victim face, so soot and ally, but we honestly
I love the
don't
way
know.
you're using the word victim.
Yeah, because we do sometimes make ourselves victims, but we don't personally know privately what did Selena say to this girl to act the way she did act. We're not sure. Factually, we are not sure. So it's either she is lashing out publicly and this one is
Is
enjoying.
poking her on her line.
Exactly. So
Oh, okay.
honestly, that's why I'm supporting Hailey, not for any other reason, but because we really don't know.
Ax,
Just a 2 cents on that topic. In the times we're living in, there's no such thing as private. Like everything, their private conversations just end up on the socials. Like you'll just see everything. So I don't think that's my personal opinion, right? But I'm not really one to like, obviously, but yeah, we are
It's
picking
for the
sides.
show,
It's for the
yes.
show.
Maar
We'll pick
sorry
Selena.
om te interject, ne? I'm not sure if you ever experienced that where die geitjie hou hulle self so soet.
Yeah, all
And
the
then like
time.
jy, because you speaking and you
All the-
loud about it, no like jy is die probleem, maar die geitjie
All the
poke
time.
jou man.
Dis wat gebeur met bullies. Bullies is altyd die innocent een.
So Selena, so bully.
so what did you say?
Yes, ma'am. Shame, what were you saying?
Selena.
I am Team Hailey.
Why so?
All the way.
Yeah!
So obviously, I never, like when I was young, I was obviously a Selena fan in terms of like I watched the stuff, like a younger stuff, like teen movies that she always did and all of that. I was never really a fan of her music. I don't like her style of music, but the movies and stuff I watched. But I was really, I like the whole, because I was that romantic type, that in the movie type. So I really like the fact, and I like them together and all of that. So yes, I'm Team Selena.
Okay, I'm shocked that you're saying that, Mrs. I'm a marriage counselor, because this is the third wheel that's trying to break a marriage in my eyes.
But
right?
is she...
No, I'm not saying. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that's reaching. That's
But this is the fight on social media. It's who Justin should be with. kind of a thing. Okay, so I just want to show the next slide for those who do not know
Who Justin is.
Justin is Justin Bieber, right? This whole thing about Team Selena, Team Justin, it's a Team Selena, Team Hailey. It is because of one person, Justin
A
Bieber.
man.
It's because of a man.
You know what? Let's just call a spade a spade.
Let's call a
Come
spade a
on,
spade.
man. Yeah.
It is because of a man. And I'm happy you brought that up because that's my biggest thing. You're saying why you were Selena this, Selena that, Selena that. And that is my thing. When I understand you saying Geitjie, but today's show isn't really about the Geitjie between Selena and Hailey. It's the Geitjie who is the in-between causing the drama,
Easy,
right?
Geitjie.
And
Let's shift the
it's
perspective
going
real quick.
to the fans, right? Because last year, October, Hailey and Selena still have pictures together. And all of a sudden, fans, obviously based on something they connect, we feel this was shade to Selena,
I feel
kind
like
of a
they
thing.
reached. Yeah.
And it's a TikTok that went viral. And just because Hailey and her friends did the TikTok, they said it's shade towards
With
Selena.
But there's no
And
evidence really.
from there, it just went on and on and on and on and on about everything. And I actually found it so funny because Selena's fans is making all these TikToks on why Hailey is trying so hard to be Selena.
Yeah.
And many of the things with outfits, when I went to go research myself, it's so funny that Hailey is actually wearing the clothes at least 2 months before Selena wears it. But they've created this, Hailey's trying to be Selena, not looking at the dates of who wore what when, kind of a thing. So the reaching for me in that is, the other thing that I'm saying is, people obviously, if let's say for example, if Kim Kardashian had to be in an argument with Nadia from AKA's ex,
Nadia
how do
Nakai.
you say it? Yeah, if you don't know who it is, it was AKA's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the two of them had an argument. I feel that a lot of people will be on Kim's side because she's the famous one, right? And I feel that's what's happening here. Nobody really knows who Hailey is. People know Hailey, well, she's been a model and she's been an influencer. And her dad is famous. Well, her stepdad is a very famous actor, right? But nobody really knows who Hailey is. But Selena has been growing up in front of us time after time after time after time.
I know, I say famous.
And she is famous.
Who's this now?
and
Selena. Yeah, but she was famous before.
But that's why I'm saying. So I feel like it's a matter of people
Are jumping on
are
that.
jumping on that train. Number one, she's the famous one. Number two, this is just my thing. You guys are going to give your opinions. I'm explaining. I have a very long why I'm Team Hailey. Number two, the other thing is, not only are they pushing who's the more famous person and everything, it is also the fact that they're going on that Hailey was a fandom of Justin. And to her, it's just she, as long as she's with Justin, she's his biggest fan because she was a fan before she met Justin.
Anyway,
So-
which wife are you not your husband's fan?
Yeah, you're exactly that
So-
too. And then the other thing is people are saying Justin stopped making music when he was with Hailey, and with Selena they were this cute couple, and he was doing things this way and that way and that
Can
way.
I interject you? There's a
Okay.
comment there. Jay says that I ain't no team Selena.
Okay, thanks, Jay.
In actual fact, Justin gave his best music with Hailey, with albums such as Changes and the latest one, Justice.
Yeah, so there's that. But a lot of people on social media is complaining he's not the Justin we know because he's the only Justin now, right?
Yeah.
So they want the screwed up Justin and they want that phase. And I actually made a joke yesterday. I was saying, I was singing, you know, the Nicki Minaj part. You said, Justin, better keep your eyes out for Selena. Then I went, Tsh, and I thought that's so relevant because you better keep your eyes out for Selena because she is milking this. I agree with what Jessie is saying, milking the fact. In my eyes, let's just go to those that do not know that that's the actual couple. They are
they're such a beautiful couple.
married. They are married for 4 years, going on to 5 years. And what was I about to say now?
She's milking.
She's milking the whole thing based on the fact that when he performed now recently, everybody started chanting, F Hailey, F Hailey, F Hailey. When they go out on the red carpet, people scream, Selena, 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 and all those things. And to me, the reason why I'm a bit against Selena, not to do with the team this, because it is the fans that's creating this. But here's my issue. My issue is that she's running off her fame now on mental health, right? Everything is mental health, guys. You need to think about this. You need to, and I just watched the most recent interview as well, where she speaks about the importance of mental health. You never know what people are thinking and what. And this is what you're preaching. But there's no point where she gets to say, as fans, guys, I understand you love me.
But please stop.
But please, can you stop this?
Yeah.
Because you don't know the position you're putting on a marriage. Because then you have the people fighting about he looks angry when he's with her. Obviously, it's bothering. He wants to be with Selena. I want to know, have you been married? Do you smile every 5 seconds? And remember, this is paparazzi. They want a story. You can be smiling like this the whole time, and the second you do this, they catch that picture and post it, Justin's angry. So for me, from my side, why I am not Team Selena, it's on the fact that come forward and say, as this, please can we stop this? You don't know. But all she did was just say, guys, I love you so much and thank you for the love, but let's think about people's mental health. It's not targeting the actual situation, number one. Number two, that's what she says. But on everybody's post that is Team Selena, she's the commenter. Oh my word, I love you. Thank you for the support. It's like it's double standards in my eyes.
So maybe she is dealing shame, not to offend anyone with mental issues.
You mean in that aspect of Saisi Lekker?
Yeah, shame.
We're not.
Ek lag nie, shame. I'm not saying it in jest. Maybe there's really something wrong. It's possible.
It is.
Because that's not normal behavior.
Yeah, but
Do you want to read that comment also quickly?
yeah, let's go
While
into
it's
the
on
comments.
topic.
No, where were we? Oh yeah, then
Nikki says,
no, I don't want Selena and Justin to be together again. Selena can't help it if Justin can't get over her. He is the problem. He needs to honor his vows. I agree with that one.
you agree with that one, but when did he ever say he wants to
what-
be with Selena?
But
Yeah.
no. My comments are juicy. Anyway, social media is biased out. They make it look as though Hailey is the problem with the outfits and stuff. And then Selena also likes and comments on fans' posts, but basically what you said when they that bash Hailey. And then, yeah, Nikki is laughing at you in your commentary. To clear the air, I am Team Selena. However, it's not with the advocation that he should leave Hailey, and it's got nothing to do with the marriage. For me, it's the reason why I'm Team Selena, because there are a few shady things that was posted. And I did see commentary where she did come out and she did say, guys, this is unnecessary. I however, do think that a lot of the fans are reaching in a lot of this, like that first video. I think it was just to spark something. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of the publicists put that out there to get tongues going, so that there's a bit of rumor, so that we can get some publicity. Yeah,
Tell
and
the people what was the video all about.
It's a TikTok that basically says
where they dancing,
now
but the word says she gets what she deserved.
basically God's timing is something, but it's basically she gets what she deserves. The way they're correlating the two or connecting the two is that Selena went on vacation, she picked up weight, and the fans were bashing her about the fact that she picked up weight. Then that video came out, they put that together, and then there was another video where she came out and she said, I laminated my brows too much. Then Kylie jumped on it, then Kylie said, laminated too much or something with the brow, and then she had a screenshot of her and Hailey speaking with Hailey's brow, and on the brow it says that. So now people are like, no, you guys are making fun of Selena, where she obviously jumped on it. And guys, this is the 21st century, you're gonna ride the wave to shoot up to the top, whatever. She got her makeup brand. Remember, Kylie's been having a brand since
Very successful.
Yeah,
And-
way back
but
when.
also Selena's brand is not doing well at all.
Yeah.
Her
So now,
makeup is sucky.
now the trend is people are throwing away their Kylie stuff. So there's like a lot of TikToks now coming out, and I'm like thinking, guys, is net stout and not stout, but you guys are really silly in doing this because there's a lot of money going in here. You already bought the products, and it's really petty. It's extremely petty,
I
but
just wanted to say this is all immature stuff.
It is
but
all
Alma,
it
immature.
is.
everybody involved.
But with everybody involved. But the thing is, when you are in those circles, and we spoke about this, was it last week or the week before? We spoke about it's so superficial when you're up there. Like it's like small things like this. Like really, what does that have to do? On the other hand, I feel what Justin's role. I think Justin is the toxic one. Yes, he was supposed to come up and protect his wife.
Yes.
He was supposed to come up and say, and that's why fans are raging. Look how he was with Selena back in the day. He was all snuggly with her in all the photos. He couldn't stop kissing her in like all public display and all of that. And now with her, with Hailey, he just like walks off. And the one time with the paparazzi, he ran away, left his wife.
Did he though?
I don't know. That's what the tabloids say.
So that video is there was a picture where he got out of the car but he closed the door and she was still getting out, but he did apologize with the fact that he thought she's climbing out
On the
on
other
the
side.
other
end.
side. So they made that the whole thing about he
He's-
can't even keep the door open for her.
his
Look
wife.
how he knocked the door into her face.
Well, it looks like that.
But the challenge is these people are on such high scrutiny that that's what I'm saying, daar kan nie iets wees wat weggesteek word nie.
Yeah.
Van everything is out there.
It's the life they chose, though.
It's the life they
It's the life
chose.
they chose.
So, and which is why it's important for him to come up and protect his wife.
Yeah.
But I was
for
saying,
for the
I
public.
don't know. I could be very wrong. But I was saying I feel like this couple is keeping so quiet because next thing you're just going to see on Netflix documentary in the Bieber's home or something like
Don't they have a
that.
show on YouTube thingy?
Yeah, but I mean like
Yeah,
as
yeah,
in
yeah.
because the both of them aren't saying anything. She also hasn't posted in the longest time since this whole
Things started.
thing started. So she has stepped back and everything. And for me, it's a thing of if Kylie's going to post shade, it's not me posting the shade. That way they're now just assuming it's Hailey. Hailey told her to do it and they're doing certain things like that. So every time someone else like counter attacks, and you can't also blame, for me, if you keep attacking Anka, for example, and I'm here, I'm also going to counter attack in a way. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
As fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't say we compare this is better than that, and you are both doing the same thing. And it's so bad that I was doing, how those people walk up to someone and they ask you, team Hailey, team
Yeah.
Selena, like that, when they just ask random questions. And the one girl actually says, I don't know, I'm not really following the story. And the friend jumps in and says, she's lying, she's team Hailey, but she's scared to be cancelled. So
Wow.
we're at that point where you're even scared to be on the right side because there's so many Selena fans that you're going to get cancelled. So this is the next thing I want to bring up, right? I agree totally with the whole Justin thing, but we're going to get into that now. Okay? So I want to bring up the fact that now even celebrities, right, are taking sides. I don't know how true it is that they're actually taking sides, or is it Selena's fans yet again creating an uproar about celebrities taking sides? Because now what they're doing, they've been going through other celebrities' things and seeing, do they follow Hailey or do they follow Selena? And obviously in the music industry, you're going to be following Selena if we have a song together or something like
course.
that. I don't follow my husband's friends, so I'm not going to automatically, just because I've had a song with Justin, now I follow Hailey, if that makes sense. So they're doing that whole thing with celebrities and whatnot. But what I wanted to bring across is celebrities are choosing sides. There are some people that it does look a bit real, like with Miley Cyrus. She's a bit loud about being Team Selena and stuff like that, unfollowing Hailey, and she knows them personally, but she follows Selena and all
So
but this.
superficial, guys.
And I wanted to bring up the whole thing. Celebrities taking sides on something this superficial. I'm going to bring in the whole Balenciaga thing now. And I'm going to say, with Balenciaga, you're dealing with child porn,
Yeah.
right?
Child
And there was
abuse,
not one celebrity
That picked a side.
that picked a side.
Well, technically they did. They picked
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga because they didn't come out and say
Anything. So I was wanted to ask you guys, what do you think your opinion is with celebrities on such high standard getting involved with fans' quarrels with something this petty, but when there's something as serious as Balenciaga, child porn, all those kind of things, they quiet. What's your take on that?
It has to do with money. For me personally, it has to do with money. When it comes to Balenciaga and all of those things, there were endorsements and stuff like that. So people had funds to protect. When it comes to petty issues like this, people remember celebrities up there. I mean, the Kardashians are the
Queens of it.
the queens of it, where they create their own scandal in order to get sales going. So that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a far-fetched idea if one of Selena's publicists or something started something to just because the initial video and saying something about that initial was a reach. It was a reach. There was no connection. There was nothing, and it was a reach. So I feel like a lot of the time these petty scandals or even big scandals happen. I mean, even the one with just a side note, Kim Kardashian's sex tape or whatever, it came out afterwards that apparently
It was the mother.
There
There
was
were
the
three
mother. There were
versions.
3 versions. She picked the one and they leaked it on their
Of
side.
course they did.
And they held Ray J ransom for it. But they obviously, and the whole thing on the Kardashians, and then Kanye had to go get the video and what. Kanye didn't slag gelek because they knew like
It was how they made their fame.
it's how they made their fame.
It's the same thing like when a new season comes out, then all of a sudden
There's some
Courtney's
scandal.
husband has to be rushed to hospital and stuff like that. But then there's a new release.
Just
They have to create drama.
They have to
guys.
create
How?
drama.
You know what it must create.
So-
Because if there's no drama, we're not gonna watch it.
But exactly, mensen like goede, and that's why goede bestaan altyd. Because this whole thing, even when you go look, there was a few things for me that was just, I need to know. Hailey needs to tell me why she has the G behind her ear. I need the little
It
tattoo.
is actually,
I
it's
need to know.
towards their pastor's daughter who is a cancer patient and the child's name is just something. So apparently a lot of congregational members and celebrities who donated all got the tattoo. I did go Google about it.
Because surprisingly, there's nothing on social media that states that.
I went to go check what it's
like-
about. It's an actual fundraiser now, kind of a thing, for cancer patients.
Yeah. So obviously, a lot of people are bashing like Hailey on that sense, right? There are some things when it comes to the marriage itself because Justin was going through a few things when he asked Hailey to marry him, and he came out afterwards saying he thought marriage would make all his problems go away.
It's not our fault.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Justin is toxic because now if you don't deal with something before the time, if he didn't finish or whatever or find closure or whatever and make it known, look yeah, we were together, it's done now, I'm moving on with my life. If he didn't make it known, because the reality of the matter, the fans are looking for things and they're going to create a story and they're going to go to the tabloids and people are like, where was I when all of this was happening?
That's true. And keeping quiet, honestly, will
is
not
not helping the
change
situation.
anything.
But
Yeah.
he did then also come out where he says something. He does stand up for her on one of his comments because he posts a picture of Hailey, but the trolls go at it.
Not
They
loud
go
enough. You
on
must,
and they
as
go
Jay
on.
says, you
And
want the
no,
music.
listen to me first. Because he doesn't just post, then he starts replying to these people. And there's a point where he does say something, but I understand what he's trying to say, but I think it came out a bit wrong. He goes and he says, guys, I can't remember the first half of it. I did save it, but I'm not going to go look for it now. He goes on about something and then he says, guys, we were in love, we did love her, and I will always love her, but this is my wife who I treasure like with everything. And then he goes on to say, she's the best thing that could have happened for my life personally. And those kind of things, people are jumping on his career versus
Personal life.
his personal life, what she did. And to a certain extent, I disagree with what you say in terms of, he can say, I thought marriage would have fixed all my problems, and it couldn't have. But it doesn't give the right to say that I can't stick this marriage through, because I know many people whose marriages start sticky, but they work together through it in order to make the relationship work. Because with anything, you never know who you really are when you get married. Now you're living with someone every single day. There is certain things that come up. You're from different houses, you're from this and you're from that. And then he does go ahead and say how his life changed in the sense of spirituality. And that is why he's so happy that he found Hailey, because she allowed him to get to that point of leaving all those things. Remember, this guy was on drugs.
Yeah, he had a hectic lifestyle, but I just want to clear the air. I'm not for them divorcing or giving right of way for divorce. None of that. I'm not advocating for that. I'm just saying that they started off rocky or whatever the situation is, right? That's why I'm saying he's the issue, he's the topic, the toxic one. He must. That's why it's important for him to clear the air, and it's also important for him to come out and blatantly protect his wife, because that is the importance of a husband's role in the marriage, and women innately seek security. That's how we are innately
And that's
made.
what all the Hailey fans are saying.
So
Yeah,
he
'cause
must
he's
come
really
out.
not
Still
loud about
Hailey
it.
fans.
He's
Because-
not loud about it.
So
Kim.
here's
Can
the
I
thing.
just come in there
sorry.
quickly
Yeah.
with that you were saying, Vanj? With what he tweeted about. So I found the tweet, he was replying to somebody and he was
Yeah.
saying,
On
at
Instagram.
Geitjie is a joke, you're immature. The fact that you have an account dedicated to dissing my wife and I is absolutely absurd. Why would I dedicate my whole life to someone in marriage to get back at my ex? Anyone who believes this is mean-spirited or 10 years old or younger because a logical person doesn't talk or think this way, you should be ashamed of yourself, really. I absolutely loved and love Selena. She will always hold a place in my heart, but I'm head over heels in love with my wife, and she's the best thing that has ever happened to me, period. Then obviously he goes on, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but people took, they were
They
offended
only
by the
took
fact
the
that he
love.
says, I loved
Yeah.
and still love Selena. But
They
I'm head over
only-
heels for my wife. So you know how people are going to read into things.
And that's my issue with the whole thing. People are so want to be against Hailey that they're taking every small thing, and that's my issue with the situation. Because when I follow everything, the root is not Team Hailey, Team Selena. It's they want Hailey and Justin to break up.
To divorce.
So that is why I'm saying, if Selena as a woman, remember, sometimes the guys there, it's the same like when you catch a partner in cheating. You deal with the person, you get what I'm trying to say, the main person
Which
involved.
is your man or your
So,
woman.
but what I'm saying is, as Selena as the outside, being accused to be they should be together. My thing is, as a responsible woman, I should know how would another woman feel if I was in the shoes. Let me say, guys, I don't want Justin back, because in my eyes, I see it as you keeping quiet. You're just saying, guys, please don't do this to Hailey. To me, it looks like
She
you
does want him
want
back.
Justin back.
She maybe does.
Well, there's obviously that element, because what was really the story? What was the crux of this? Because apparently they were still together 2 months before Justin proposed to Hailey. So clearly there was doors still open, there were still feelings and stuff, and how he left. And he did come out and say that he was at the peak of his life being in a mess when he left Selena, whatever. So, it becomes a sticky situation where they themselves individually, because right now they can't do it together because the man's married, the man moved on, he's got his wife, he's one with his wife, but she needs to deal with whatever happened there. But the question is, did Justin deal with it? And the reality of the matter, doesn't matter how long you are married, if you didn't deal with something in your past, it will always come up and stick out its ugly head, which is why I'm saying that I mean, they've got all the resources at hand. And it's one thing to come out and post something. And clearly no one is reporting about the post, but they go back and they find outfits and they find this, they find all these small little things, but a post that was clearly posted is not there. But you have such a big platform to come out and say, okay, fine, let's do a vlog. Me and my wife or whatever, let's do a
That's
vlog
why I
and
feel
come
like
out and
it's
say
coming.
something.
Exactly.
That's why I feel like it's coming. They're going to hit the Meghan Markle, Harry thing, where they keep quiet about the whole thing and then come
And
up
social
with
media
how
thing.
we make money off of it. For me, that's how I see it. But going into the Geitjie part now, right? how does it work? Like, see, here's the whole argument of I'm Team Selena, I'm Team Hailey, this, that. And it's based off outsiders. Obviously, the one is milking it, like, because she's also, when I watched that interview about the mental health, she pushed in rare beauty into the conversation. So I'm sure there's going to be a new product coming out because it was just by the way, someone's asking about mental health and her being so on the topic right now.
Okay.
And she threw in, that is why I like doing my makeup brand, because it helps you feel sane and stuff like that. She loves the fact that she can make someone feel better. So it's not really to do with the topic, but it's throwing in, because she could have said, that's why I put makeup on in the morning or something like that. But she threw in
She's obviously punting a brand.
rare beauty. And that is, so my biggest thing with the whole thing, why I say Geitjie reg, is because the whole thing, as much as we say Justin must say something, it is a feud between two women. And unfortunately, the one side is so famous that, like Anka was saying now, nobody's posting Justin's comment, right? But that just shows you how the whole pool wants the divorce, because they want this whole thing to look like, but obviously it's not going to affect them if they're happy at home, based on the fact that this is just social media making the whole thing big, right? And it's not going, if they're not reading the comments,
If they're mature enough.
If they're going to church, though, I am a bit worried with them at the moment, because this feud is going on, and I'm worried that it is going to cause problems. Because as a wife, how do you feel because what happens with the red carpet, the most recent one, is when they start screaming, if Hailey, we want Selena, she actually starts crying, and then they give her sunglasses to wear, and she does the rest of the red carpet in sunglasses. And certain things like that, it's a fact that, where do you draw the line? Bringing it to everyday life, have you ever been in a situation where this is our issue, but I'm openly asking you for advice, and you go around and do what all the fans is doing, you the geitjie in the situation, and bringing discord, and then now there's a fight between me and Anka. So this fans is who I'm calling the geitjie. I'm not saying is Selena the geitjie or is Hailey the geitjie.
Who's the instigators?
Who is the instigators in thing? What's your opinion on people sharing certain things like that? I've been in a situation not so long ago where something happened and everybody knew the story, but me, who is the main person in the story, didn't know what happened. And what I did is I called those people up and I said, listen here, how are you phoning the whole world, but you're not phoning me to ask me what I said? In my eyes, I see that as the geitjie, if that makes sense, because now you're involving people that didn't need to be involved. Like, for example, if we had to take Hailey, Justin, and Selena, like you say, let them deal with it. What would have been the right thing? To let the three of us sit in a room together, figure out how we're going to get through this kind of a thing. But now what happens is there's fans involved.
Which is the unwanted person there, but they're just very intrusive.
They're very intrusive.
If it's a private situation, we can say, guys, it's not your place. But when it comes to that, it's not private. It's everyone's place.
Exactly. So I'm just using it as you get what I'm trying to say, as an example
Springboard.
in how it actually works in normal day life, where there might not be something between two people, but there's a group or a person that is the one that's trying to make something out of it. What's your thoughts?
For me, I'm those of you who know me know I'm a lone ranger. Because for me, a lot of this has to do with emotional intelligence and how you view yourself. If you are secure with yourself as a woman, you won't feel the need to make someone else up against someone else, or feel like I must gather my chickens, my hens around me because, I need to feel like I'm the center of attention. But that is when you're not secure in yourself. And the other thing is, how do you view the other person? Are you intimidated by the other person? What is it? What is your view of that person? Because why do we feel the need to make something? Because if this person's coming to me in confidence and telling me something, clearly they see something in me that makes them want to, like, you know what, I just need a woo-some moment. But what drives you to the point to want to make it into a story? What drives you to the point? I feel that there's insecurities within yourself to say, okay, fine.
Die geitjie nou.
Yeah, it's
The insecurity is now called the geitjie.
It's called a geitjie. Yeah, we'll call it for that. But really, I think it's more of a matter where there's introspection that needs to be done. I mean, is this really an issue? Okay, fine. Maybe the person did something that isn't lekker, but is it really an issue? Can we deal with it? Like,
And it could be underlying issues whereby you wanted to destroy this person. Now
Can I
you're
just say
using.
quickly, for those that don't know, keep your thinking what a geitjie is. This word refers to a busybody individual or someone with malicious intention.
Yeah. So for me, jy het klaar probleem gehad met die persoon.
yeah.
So now you're gonna just jump on
Jy
her
soek nou 'n
own story.
rede.
Now you want the reason, not to look like it's you.
No one wants to look like the one was like,
the
I
victim,
caused it.
Selena. Wabon. So no, that's what people do.
Let me
Honestly,
just
guys.
punt it like I'm a team Hailey.
Yeah. So they take a Venji story and go and create a scenario to make Venji look bad. But it's because I wanted Venji to look bad from the onset because of, as you said, the insecurities. Because I look at Venji, say for instance, I feel like, why must she always look pretty? Everybody always gives her compliments and not
You
me.
intimidated,
You
yeah.
are intimidated. Now to bring her down, you're now going to go and spread all this nonsense. But now it's not going to be you now. People are now obviously going to focus on Venji, not the person that's starting.
Yeah, I
The
don't know.
geitjie is
I don't know
always
what you're
the
talking
one
about.
that stands back.
Yeah, I don't know
Yes.
she said it. Like,
Yeah.
not me.
And
Like,
It's
what
also,
not me.
you get the situation also where the problem is solved here. But then that one carries on. Like, we thought we sorted this out. We thought
Poop
we
emoji.
sorted it out. The poop emoji. We thought we sorted it out. And then next thing you see, hi, what's this now? Kind of a thing. That is also a form of, then don't tell me everything is okay. But then you go ahead and you start conversations here, conversations there.
But is it because we can't trust women then?
Yeah, women are innately geitjies. Women are innately. If you don't work on yourself, if you don't consciously make a decision, because women are by nature manipulative, and yeah, we want our attention. So if we don't consciously work on ourselves to say that this is the person I am, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a genuine friend to this one. You're going to get that all the time, because women are insecure when we do compare ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. When we walk into a room, we do compare ourselves and how we feel about ourselves, which is why I started out with my comment by saying that if you are not secure in yourself, you must be able to get up in the morning and say, yeah, I get the bikini, my egg is beautiful and I've got this. But it doesn't make me more or less of a woman next to the next person. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, although you said it's innately in us as women to compete or to compare ourselves with people, do you perhaps think because, that show of the little princesses with the children models and all that?
Toddlers in tiaras.
Yeah. Do you think that's where the problem starts? Where this competition thing is it's
I think your pageant like.
no, it's like
Yo, I was
from
in
young.
Mrs. South Africa. Don't do it.
Yeah, from young, we are told to compete.
Yeah, you must
we are
outshine.
told what beauty looks like. We are told
There's
that
a
you need
standard.
to wear a certain.
I mean, even
Brand
in the
or
toddlers and tiaras, they
look.
put teeth into the
To fix the child's teeth if
It's a
they-
toddler, for goodness
their
sake.
milk teeth
He's
fell
falling
out.
out.
Exactly. So maybe this thing must start at home, where we need as parents to teach our children not to compete, but to praise the other person.
praise the other
if
person.
somebody looks nice, tell them they look,
look
nice.
nice.
And don't expect them to say
And
it
make
back to
them
you.
feel if you also want to look that nice, it's okay that you both look nice.
And it's okay for that, guys.
That's
you know?
the thing. I could never understand growing up when people like got dressed or whatever, and someone else had the, oh, I must go burn mine now. What do you mean? I'm that person.
Wat het hulle gesê?
Like if
gonna
you,
go burn
I'm
mine
gonna go
now.
burn mine now. I can't wear the same. Or people are constantly scared. I don't want to wear what everyone else is wearing.
I honestly
You know,
feel like that
me-
though.
I'll tell you where
wanna
I bought
wear
it.
what I want to wear alone. But if I didn't make it obviously
Obviously
somebody
someone
else
else
is
is
going
Going
to
to
be
wear
wearing it.
exactly. Me, I'll even tell you it's on sale at Mr. Price. Go quick here by Southgate. I'll tell you where to go get it.
We're not talking
I'm
about
one.
that. You know, I asked one lady, ne, because I saw a nice outfit that she posted and stuff like that. I asked her, Hashim, where did you buy that outfit? It's actually very nice. She says to me, at the boutique.
Yeah,
Like-
because like,
Maybe
I need to
Google,
shine
maybe
around.
the shop's name is Boutique.
At a boutique. Hey,
I Boutique.
No, we want to shine
And I
alone,
just
Mos.
left it like that. I'm like, you know what? Shame on you, shame.
But you know
Shame.
what's interesting for me is, and this is to us as women, a lot of the times, and especially us that have daughters, right? We get dressed, and when you get up in the morning, you get dressed. Yes, things are not in place anymore. You were pregnant, you had a child or two or whatever. Now you're standing, it's like, yo, I don't like my belly. The longest time, me and my belly, it's like, yo. Now your children are standing there, and they see you criticize you. And then later on, they start seeing, but now what's wrong with me? So the confidence starts there. It's important for us to have this, to build this picture in our daughters' minds, to say, okay, fine, so that they don't have, because innately that insecurity comes already from there. Oh, but my mother didn't
But
like this.
now,
If
are we
I've got
saying
this
that
now.
men can't be geitjies?
Oh no, they're the grootste geitjies. Don't get it wrong.
Oh, why are they gekkies?
Because if we just
Ooh,
say
they
we must instill in
instigators
the
were-
daughters, I just want to know.
No, I'm just saying.
Are we saying
I'm just
that?
saying, you're not going to stand in front because your boy is not going to come there and say his boobs are saggy.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
They
saying?
identify more with you as a woman.
So then can we
Yes.
say that it's not only looks and desire that makes you a geitjie?
No.
it's
So
your father's personality,
yeah.
attitude.
There's some
How
people
you grew
that
up.
I find they already have everything,
Your
but they're still
temperament-
the biggest geitjies.
Yes, because they have
want to be
everything, so
tops.
they always have to have everything and be the center of attention. You'll find people, especially this is like if you look at the typical high school movies and that where you get the ones that are always the center of attention and the high school
The pick-me girls.
The pick-me girls, and they're always the date the jocks and the whatnot. They're forever the ones that are the instigators. They're forever the ones that cause the nonsense and
But they're
and
the ones that everybody thinks is pretty.
is
They're
pretty
the ones
and
that have the
whatnot.
perfect body.
Because they must always be the
And
center
although
of
they are
attention.
pretty.
Can I throw a spanner in the
Yeah.
works?
Do that.
Can I throw a spanner in the
Yeah.
works?
Show it.
When you say that it seems like it's mostly women that are geitjierig. But according to research, it shows that based on our evolutionary instincts, we are innately, you use that word often, it's innate for us to compete for limited resources like food, shelter, and mates. And women outnumber men. So maybe that psychologically, scientifically, maybe that's also the reason why
Yeah, we must get the
are so
men's.
geitjierig. Not saying that it's the right thing to do, but
Yeah.
I'm just throwing
Just
the
adding
spanner
the
in the works.
science to it.
Yeah, it's like a survival of the fittest. It was given to us to survive. to
So
come and
again, the
sit
center of it all is a man.
Justin, why are you doing this to us?
I'm so happy I'm past the stage where you must vie for a man or you must, he's so extend, he's so like we were having
Justin's married, right? He's nog
But-
steeds in die
and,
buiten.
and that's what we had the show last year where we were talking about when we were talking about the Jada and Will Smith,
Yeah.
and how these people's marriages are on display and all of that, and people were just doing whatever they're doing, but the general public is so selective in what they do. What the hell makes you think you have the right to have a say in someone else's marriage? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, jy's wettiglik getroud in front of the eyes of God. That's a covenant right there. No one is allowed to say whatever they want to. But when Jada and Will was doing their thing, everyone wanted open marriages. No one was saying Jada
People
is
like
this,
open
Jada is
marriage
that.
now.
People like open marriage now. Now when Will slaps someone, now Jada's toxic, Jada must. But everyone was, she's such a strong woman. She can hold her own. She's in an open marriage. We also want open marriages. People like open marriages now. Okay.
So basically, people will have their own say.
Now,
And
people
people would want things to go their way because that's how they feel.
And they
things
will
should
justify
go.
their wrong
And now if you
actions.
listen to 1,000 millions of people, yes, I'll divorce. So don't listen to these people. As you said earlier on, if you're happy in your marriage, privately, whomever says whatever
But here's the
does
thing,
not matter.
and this is where it becomes important. You say it's on social media, and if I don't look and I don't, it affects
affects
someone.
you.
It
It does.
affects you emotionally. And what more remember the whole world is watching. What more if I'm standing there, I got dressed and I had to gather my courage. I had to scrape it from the floor with the scraper to come and come stand and smile and be supportive because I need to show that me and my husband are a united front. En gevloek word voor almal. That it will break you down mentally, emotionally, and you can yourself as a woman, now what's wrong with me?
Of course.
You're going to ask yourself,
You
it
will
creates
ask yourself.
insecurities.
It does create
So as much as you want to be mature about it and all of that, but if you keep hearing the same thing constantly, and I must say, they hear it all the time because it's
No, hearing
everywhere.
it and reading it is two different
It's two
things.
different things.
So if you decide to go on your devices and read
Yeah.
about it, that's
Especially if you
self-inflicted.
tagged in it constantly, though. That means, are you then saying, I'm not supposed to have Instagram, I'm not supposed to have
No,
Facebook?
you can have that, but you can
Because
also choose not to read those things, guys.
I
It's a
understand
choice.
that, but if you tag me in something, automatically I open it. Ooh, what is this they tagged me in? Kind of a thing. Then whole day spoil. Let's bring it to normal
Isn't there
people.
functions
Come I
not
tell
to
you
allow
what is the
people to
normal.
They
tag
have PRs, people who deal with that
Come I
stuff.
tell you
Yes.
what is your everyday geitjies. Go to WhatsApp. You will see on WhatsApp what couple is fighting. You will know. You know the whole quotes about the.
I can do
I
battle
can
by
do
myself.
certain
Battle by
things like
myself.
that. Or you know when a group of friends, you'll know when they're fighting based on the quotes of their statuses and stuff like that. In terms of, I'm not taking it too far, bringing it very close to
Very
home.
close.
Because why are you doing that? You want people now to comment on that photo and ask, "Ooh, what happened?
You want goed, you want people to ask.
What happened? What? Are you okay? What is the problem?" You know, those kind of things. And that is what people is doing on Facebook. I saw somebody post last week, "Oh Lord, hold my mouth, shut my mouth. Please allow me to keep my mouth shut. Please, this, please,
Now
this."
we must
Zodat jy
find out.
gevra
So
word.
now what? Now everybody's saying, "Oh,
What
share. You
happened,
know you
share?
can't
Ooh.
keep your mouth
Ah,
closed.
julle
You
like
know
ook
you
En
goed.
can't."
dan sê ons
Wat
agterna, dan sê ons
Shame.
agterna, yo, why can't people like goed, why they keep
Why
asking
they-
me, my
but
Jade gepost.
You're doing it so that you can pass a story to a story and make the thing go on.
And play the
because
telephone game because
that
then
is
it-
the main goal.
So is that now being a geitjie
That
It
is
is a
being
geitjie.
of your own life?
No.
Look,
Something happened to you.
Yeah.
Now
but
you
remember there's other people involved.
Remember,
when something happens to
what
you.
I'm saying is, like, let's say, for example, the three of us now, we best friends, right? Now something happens here on the show. Let's say, for example,
But-
Anka now Anka maybe says something about, let's go to the eyebrow.
Yeah.
Anka says something about my eyebrow. Now on quotes on WhatsApp it says, "Oh, jealousy will make you talk about people's eyebrows."
Who's posting
if you
that
don't
now?
have, like, let's say me
She's
personally,
she's
I'm
posting it on a personal
my
WhatsApp.
personal- Anka says something about my eyebrows now.
I get
Here
you.
in this piece. Now I go on my WhatsApp and I say, "Oh, when just something sly about eyebrows, it must just be jealousy. Why this? You know how people have that comment.
Yeah,
that
you jealous,
quotes
that's why you said it
that-
or something.
Or something like that. Or they put the quote that says, "Oh, jealousy will make you so nasty," or something like that. "Oh, eyebrows, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't." Kind of a thing.
That's different
That
from
is what
we were saying earlier on, but it's fine.
people are doing. No, you're gonna get it now. So now what happens is that Anka maybe doesn't even know she offended me or something like that. But instead of me going to Anka and saying, "Anka, listen here, this, that."
Now you're getting a group of
I'm
people.
getting
Now
a
you
group of
now
people.
you're asking no what
No,
kind
that's
of
no.
or someone
but
else.
I get you guys,
Yeah.
but this is different from what
It's
I
not.
was
No,
saying
can
earlier
it's
on
not.
about
Wait.
me posting about
Can I finish?
myself.
Can I finish first
Yeah.
quickly? So this
But there
is
was clarity needed,
but
mos.
But julle maak jy laat ek klaar praat. So Hailey
Sometimes
posts.
I'm-
Let's go now. Hailey posts.
Uh.
It's the fans who make something about it, right? And then Selena jumps on it also. So what I'm saying is, now I made that my WhatsApp status. But I made that my WhatsApp status so that Anka can indirectly see I have now a problem with you. But now what happens is everybody on my WhatsApp is asking me, what happened? So now what happens is I tell you, "Oh, Anka did this, that. So now what happens is, here's a group of people that is now discussing Anka.
Yeah.
And only from one
And from one point.
side.
I get
So
that.
now that group of people, whenever they see Anka, they now move it on and on and on. Let's say in conversation, Anka's name comes up. "Oh no, do you know what she did to Vange?
So fail
This, that." Now they walk
Yeah.
into a room and Anka is there. Now they don't know how to approach Anka.
Now
Can
it's
you
all
see what
awkward.
I'm trying to bring across with the geitjiness third party? What you do in order to make people gain up against someone else.
No, got it.
Do you got it?
I got it. Got it.
Got it.
Anka,
So
don't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying,
Yeah, Munisa
Don't do that.
I'm just saying that's
But have
the
you ever been
modern
a
way
geitjie?
of woman. People will think you're a geitjie no matter what you do.
But
In
we're not
terms of
self-knowing.
myself, you can think I'm a geitjie, but here's my thing. If I speak to someone, the someone I mostly speak to Anka, I will go to Anka and I'll say, can you believe this person A, B, and C? But I know Anka is not going to take it.
Personal.
No, she's not going to take it further. I'm coming to her for advice. What do you do? This. Because I've spoken to Anka about something and then we'll discuss it. Or let's say I speak to Ashley and we decide, why don't you just handle it like this? That story I was speaking about in the beginning, we can go to that. I said, what do I do? They said, maybe just sit down, settle it, let this happen, let that happen. You know, you go speak to the person does this. No eye contact, no nothing. But tomorrow, your whole circle unfollows you. That is the geitjie. You think you're so... You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So she could think in her eyes that I'm the geitjie. But where I say that I stand to correct my wrongs is I try to sort it out. Something could have happened where I turned into the geitjie in your eyes. But if I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to go and I'm going to say I don't feel comfortable about we walking past each other but can't even say hello or something like this. It's up to you and your maturity what you do with that.
Yeah.
If you continue to go with it and pass stories on about this and this and this and this, turn the words into your own words. I handed my geitjie over to you. Do you get what I'm
You
trying
can wear
to
the
say?
crown.
So basically what we are saying is that all of us could be geitjies in a
I
way.
think everybody
it's
is a
just that
geitjie in
you
a
need
way. It's
to,
what
as you say,
your
you trust
maturity.
Yeah, 'cause-
Anka with whatever the advice is. It's not for you to paint somebody black, but it's just for you to say, Anka, listen, this is the issue. What do I
And it's
do
you
and
as
stuff
the
like that.
person to know, am I doing this to get Anka on my side?
Or why?
Or
Yeah, what
am
What
I
is your
doing- What's your
reasons?
intention?
Yeah.
It
Motives.
goes on to malicious intention. What's your motive if you're going to somebody so that you can build people up? Then that's the geitjie part.
And this is why I say, and I come back to say that it's so important to do that introspection. It's important to check your reasons, why you're doing certain things, why you're going to say it, how do you feel about yourself. I don't know, maybe it's just the way my brain is wired because we do counseling. So for me, my brain is wired. It's not my story to tell. If you're going to come to me, maybe you just want to vent. You just want to pressure release. Maybe you don't want me to say anything at all. You just want to say whatever you want to say and me not to think anything of it, me not to look at the other person funny or whatever, because it's the story, it's not my story to tell, so it stays right here. That's the way my brain
And
is,
it's your
was wired.
maturity to do that.
Yes.
Because what you can do is, yesterday on 702, they were speaking about how far do you go with pillow talk in terms of your relationship. Is pillow talk just pillow talk and you trusting your partner that it's staying here?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people actually had quite a few things to say. One person said, I don't believe in pillow talk because when our relationship was rocky, I heard everything about my family. It's like, but your family, this, your family, that. And
And it backfires.
it backfired.
Based on pillow talk now, this is the sister's keeper thing. Do you guys believe that actually can apply in our lives when it comes to women?
If you really want to, yes. And that's why I say it's a decision that you make. A lot of the times, me and Vanj have a relationship. Our relationship had our highs, we've had our lows, we've had our roller coaster
We've
going.
sworn each other.
We've
said
almost
I love you.
we've said we love you. We said, and then the next day we want to slap each other. Like we've had, and this is normal for like if you're working on a relationship or whatever. But there can never be a time when I now decide, nee man, vandag het jy my kwaad gemaak. Nou gaan praat ek, let's say, for instance, with Leandra now. Now everything's gonna come out by Leandra. It can never be like that because then that it speaks of my integrity. It speaks of my character. Because remember, when we now make up, that doesn't mean if I told Leandra something that it's just erased now all of a sudden.
That's
it
also
stays
how
there.
you must, but the sister's keeper thing, going to that, sister's keeper for me is very difficult. In terms of, I always say on the show, I had a lot of best friends that you think
Are your sisters?
are your sister's
Your keeper.
keepers. Your sister's keepers. But what they do with that information, and that's the tricky part, because you really never know who is genuine with you. And
You never really know who
you
someone is.
never really know.
You honestly
Because
never
you
Until they
can
show
think
you.
we've been best friends for 20 years, but that person will still be competing with you. And then in your eyes, you're like, this is the only person in my life I don't feel like I have to compete. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say?
Kante,
So
you
you
don't know.
can't really think for the next person, and you can't be blamed for being the geitjie in that situation, because in your eyes, you honestly see this person as
Your
Look at that
bestie.
show we
Your-
did.
your
We did.
sister.
Your
yeah,
sister.
that show that we did the other day. We're a group of friends. They are a group of friends that go
the
together,
Mexicans.
and they plan to go away for this girl's birthday to Mexico, and they murder her in Mexico. Remember, she trusted these people, so you never really know someone truly, right? The other side of the coin is a matter of you also can't live in a silo. You can't live. You have to risk it some also sometimes. Given the fact that you must also do a bit of research. And when I say do a bit of research, get to know the person a bit more before you tell them your whole intimate secrets that will land you up in jail or something. I'm just saying.
But sometimes there is that person that is really there for you, but you don't know that deep down
How they really
it's a
feel about you.
it's like a competing thing.
Or they
because-
weigh themselves
or they
up
weigh
against
themselves-
you.
Exactly. I've had someone in my life where I feel like I'm always coming to this person and we say we're going to pray together, or something like that. But then when things happen, they don't come back and say, you know, that we prayed for, it happened.
It happened.
Kind
Ooh,
of
I
a
know
thing.
that.
So it's like
I must be there for you in your struggle, but when you make your wins, she's
But
gone.
it also goes
even the other
to
way around.
relationships. When friends have bad things happening, like this Selena and Hailey thing, they will tell you about the difficulties in their relationships. But when they're happy, they don't know you.
Yeah, they ghost
They
you.
don't know you.
They ghost you.
But
Yeah,
again,
I
they'll
had a
come
friend,
again.
every time she had a boyfriend, I didn't exist. The minute she was single, she slept at my house every day.
You are the placekeeper.
But I mean, there is that. But in your eyes, you see this. Because remember, with Sisters Keepers, it's not we have to speak every single day.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that.
I was
we
telling-
share a bracelet and
I
everything.
was telling Xavier that there are, because I'm a lone ranger, there are those, and the reason why I'm a lone ranger is because I'm extremely low maintenance. Like I've got friends from primary school that we won't speak for a year. My best friend was my maid of honor. Oh, I can't say best friend because I'm not really into the best friend thing, but like she's become family to me. But we don't speak every day. We'll speak once every 6 months, and it will be fine. It's like there's not like, oh, why didn't you speak to me? And a lot of the times you find that people aren't low maintenance. You have to keep in touch with them the whole time. You have to call them the whole time. You have to come visit them the whole time. Or you have to. And that's what I want. Like just that we'll speak when we speak, and when I'm down and you want to speak and I want to speak to you, it's not like, oh yes, no, yeah, I've no can you
But
for
that's
me,
why
you
I
know.
say I think it's difficult because you need the maturity to know, is this me trying to be a geitjie, or is it me looking for advice, or is it me trying to just blow off some
Introspection.
steam because who am I going to talk to? Then it also goes to the person that I'm doing it to. What's their personality? Are they going to take the story on and do that, or are they just going to listen, or are they going to give me advice or something like that? So I think it just goes maturity from everywhere. And if you do here also, the inner you also needs to think, let's not pass the story on to the next person now again. And
Especially if it's not
that's how
your
we
story to tell,
stop it.
guys.
That's
Which
how
is
we
the
stop
last
it.
one. Quick, because
Okay.
our time is
Yeah,
gone.
our time is up.
Say, for instance, myself and you, we are friends, and Anka does not like me. Are you going to be Anka's friend?
It depends what our relationship is and what's the reason. For example, if it is something that's against my morals, like you don't like Anka because, just an example, Anka slap around with married people and you don't agree with that in your life. For me, my morals is like, I also don't agree you messing up in someone else's home.
Marriage.
So I'm not going to try and be friends with Anka in any way. This is now, even if we're not close or something. But I won't treat Anka funny based on the fact that I don't know if that story is true. Or is it you not liking Anka and you're trying to make her name bad anyway? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but I won't now be best friends to try and make you angry. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's a geitjie move right there.
To make you angry because I know you jealous or maybe something like that. Then there's the part also of where sometimes the friend doesn't like someone else for something very petty.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but that has nothing to do
With you.
with me. And also, I don't have to become friends with Anka.
Just civil.
But you can be civil because it's human nature. It's supposed to be human nature to be able to greet somebody
And
at
that's
least.
it.
It's respect versus, that's the other mistake people make. The acquaintance thing versus best friend versus someone I know.
Yeah.
And that's where
We're
the
friends,
lines get
Kanti. You
mixed
just
up.
met one time and you just know of this person. For me, it's a matter of I don't take offense because you took offense. I can't make because you upset with her. No, I'm also not upset with her. People need to find the balance and the sense of maturity to say, okay, fine. I can be friends with both. Why not? Julle twee te stry, julle twee moet dit uitsort and whatever. But when there are common grounds, like Vange was saying, if there are stuff that I don't agree with, ek gaan jou nie afskryf nie. I just won't be a bestie. We will just be like, hi, how are you? And that's for me. A lot of
Which is
people,
fair.
yeah,
But for example, if she had to sleep with your husband
Yeah, that's the.
and we're really close, I'll say hello if I see you. But I'm not even going to give you the benefit of the doubt for how you.
jy
Because
sal wonder,
then
gaan jy my
I'm
man op
wondering-
bykom?
And also, that tells
that-
a lot about who you are.
It speaks about character. That's true. The other thing, us as women, we must work on is a matter of when something happens or whatever, then we somehow don't greet or we just we look this
Walk
way.
past.
Be civil. Being civil with someone, coming in,
mean
acknowledging
you
the
have to
person.
be
As dit twee
friends.
gesiggie. As dit twee gesiggie. You greet the person. Ons hoef nie te lag en smile en uit te gaan vir koffie nie. But
hello.
hello, how are you? Okay, fine. And then walk on. Go about your day.
Yeah, I'm not even asking for a hug.
Yeah.
No,
So-
but with me, if you greet me today and you don't greet me tomorrow, hi guys, you must decide which one you want. Because
No, there's now a difference that way with someone. There's a difference between I didn't see you and you
Yes.
greet and that I'm going to show you I'm not going to greet you.
If you're gonna look at
Oh,
someone
no,
and
100%.
like I
and
don't
walk
see
past,
you.
that's something
100%.
that's something different.
I
Yeah.
know for me, I've been in a lot of situations where someone says I didn't greet, but I have really bad eyesight. So if I'm not wearing my glasses, there's many a times I might have not recognized you or something like that. But when I see you again and you say hello, I don't feel the aina if you say, I greet you yesterday, but you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry, I really didn't see you.
Yeah,
Guess
that's
what
a
just
different
happened?
scenario, but when it's intentional,
When it's
shame.
intentional.
Yeah, but also remember that people what people see as intentional and what really is intentional is also sometimes a bit obscure because
Clayton said spiteful.
yeah,
Yeah.
before that he
But
said
it's
unconditional
possible.
love is what it is, and then Nikki says true. The post they post it back and watch everything unravel. Daar is nou die geitjies
Yeah.
van die
Funny geitjies.
the masses. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of the times, even me, I have bad eyesight. And sometimes you're in thought. Like, sometimes you're staring at but you're like heavy in thought. And the next thing, like, hi, I didn't greet you. But what happens is if you say, you didn't greet me just now or what,
Yeah.
it clears the air. And you like,
Yeah.
you go on, you move about your day. I know that people that left the church because someone didn't greet them.
As a-
Yeah.
But I see what
Yeah.
you-
Exactly.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the comments. It was, I would say it was 50-50 Team Hailey versus Team Selena. But
Yeah,
for
it
me,
wasn't a
when
clear
it comes,
cut.
it wasn't a clear cut. But for me, morally, I'm still sticking with the married couple. Even if they must deal with things, I don't think it is right to mess in their salad just because of something. It's a married couple, respect that they're married, and don't get
Involved.
involved.
Or, you know, just find something to do with your life, guys.
Yeah, there's
That way you'll stay
Yeah.
out of other people's.
My last words, I'm going to read it now because I
Read
can't
it,
remember
yeah.
all this. We as women should unite. We face colorism, sexism, GBV, inequality, menopause, as we spoke about the other day. And as you said, Selena, and her mental health, it's real. It does happen to us and so forth. We cannot continue to break each other down. Truly, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But if another lady is doing well, just praise her.
Praise
No,
her.
for real.
Support.
And for me also, there's somebody that always comes up in conversation and they'll be like, then I say, yeah, but they're doing well. I won't take away if you're doing well.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to praise you because in terms of when I worship, you want to be your friend and everything, because that's what a lot of people also do. If you're doing well, then it's the fake friendship, because I also want that well.
That's not good.
So don't do
Hence
that
the Lone
either.
Ranger.
And I agree with everything you say. Thank you so much for the beautiful words. Thank you, Lee, for joining us today and all our
Lee.
comments. Thank you for
Yeah, thank you guys.
all the comments. And
Hey, we had so much
will
love today.
see you
Yes, we
next
did.
week. Bye.